Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. The good old sea glass carousel, still in its slumber after all these months. Good to see you, Griff. Good to see you, TYC. Welcome. You guys ready for a nice long walk around? Good to see you, time lapse. Time lapse, you're number 3. Time lapse, number 3. Good to see you, Alex. Good to see you, Marley. Welcome. Blooming darling, good to see you. Welcome. Chilean out there in Canada. Good to see everybody out there in Vancouver, Canada. Good to see you, Miss Cecilia. Welcome. You guys ready for a little tour today? I need some exercise. Good to see you, Franceschi. Welcome. And Lorraine Paul, welcome. And I see John Banks, hello. And Gavin, good to see you. And Joe from Germany, guten Tag, Germany. Staying up late with me. Good to see you, Reg Life, welcome. You guys are in for the good show tonight. You guys are in for the good show. Let's do it, baby. So I have spent, what location is this? You don't recognize it. Well, I'm going to give you some hints when we get down to the water here. Good to see you, Brenda. Good to see you, Boss. Out there in Dundee. We are downtown. Set up in front of the quiet sea glass carousel. Boozy Burger Bell, good to see you out there in Republic of Wigan. Good to see you, Dawn. Welcome. Good to see the Hudson right here. Well, New York Harbor, where the Hudson River begins. There is nobody down here. There is legit nobody down here. I am the only one. Wandering around. Set. Good to see you, Michelle King. Welcome. Good to see you, Stitzy. Focus. Come on, phone, focus. You know you want to do it. Focus. Oh, this iPhone. Over there, trust me, over there, Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty right over there. Good to see you, Cashroll. DJ Cashroll in the house. Welcome. We are beginning here in Battery Park, here in Lower Manhattan. And today, because I need exercise, because I was sitting in front of a computer all day, we are going to walk from Battery Park all the way up to Columbus Circle Central Park via Broadway. We may turn off a street or two from now and then. Too much beer, yeah. Yes, the green blob is the Statue Lady in the harbor. Statue of Liberty holding up her torch up high. There we go. Now you kind of see it. Statue of Liberty looking fantastic in the harbor tonight with a nice, very slivery moon. Let's see if we can see the moon. I doubt it we can see the moon. But there you go. A little slivery moon there. Good to see you, W2. Just got back from your walk. Nice. Good to see you, W2. Good to see you, Lulu Panda. Welcome. And Miguel Gonzalez. Welcome. All right, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for a little 4.5 mile walk up Broadway. There's number 1 World Trade Center with the with the blue spire on top. La Luna Bella. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only, the moon. La Luna Bella. The giver of life, the giver of death. The one, the only, the moon. Right there above New York Harbor. All right, it's good to get some exercise. I'm just going to walk. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take my time today and relax. But welcome, everybody. Beautiful night indeed. I was kind of amazed by how warm it is tonight. It's almost 50 degrees here in New York. So it's like 47 degrees right now. And it will be dropping a degree or two, but not no crazy stuff like 30 degrees and below. And the wind's not too bad. Just got back from a tour with your 2 Dalmatians. Nice. Yeah, it's very calm out. Good to see you, Nebul. Bienvenue, Nebul. Bienvenue. Everyone follow Nebul. He's a great YouTuber in South of France. We're keeping it Keeping it chill today. Keeping it chill. Gotta keep it relaxed on our walk today. But welcome everybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Helps the algorithm help people find me in the algorithm. So yeah, it's kind of too cold to focus maybe. We're not doing no 30 degrees. Good to see Dini. Yasu Gris, Yasu. Lighting is pretty nice. There's our sea glass carousel. Oh, there's somebody in there. Can you give me a ride on the sea glass carousel? Yeah, pretty night. It's a pretty night nonetheless. It's New York. Good to see you there, Miss Cecilia. Welcome. Up ahead, that little church you see amongst the buildings there. That's the shrine of Elizabeth Ann Seton, first American-born saint. Yeah, so there you go. Hit as hard as it could, exactly. But welcome. Another beautiful day in New York. The city's so nice. They named it twice last time I checked. So we got some construction going on. One street down. The sights and the sounds of New York would not be complete without a lovely jackhammer. That is New York in a nutshell. The beautiful 1,776 feet tall One World Trade Center peeking out above the buildings as we walk here. I know it's going to be spring before we even know it, W2. It's going to be spring before we even know it. I'm hoping for one, maybe two really good snowstorms. Like really good ones, like shut down the city kind of stuff. That's what we really want. But we're going to do Broadway all the way up. Good to see you, Jonathan. We're going to go all the way up Broadway today. Got into the Bronx, though, all the way up to... I think my feet will give out by the time we get to Columbus Circle. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Bloody hell, somebody's smoking something around here. Smells like New Amsterdam all of a sudden. Unbelievable weather for January there, Lorraine. Unbelievable weather. He was in the old World Trade Center in 1993, yeah. The year of the first terrorist attack, February 26, 1993. 420ing, perfect. Get baked for me, Chiledean. Get baked for me. Please feel free to have a drink in my honor. Good to see you there, Cowboy Coney, here for the Enlightenment. You got it, kid, you got it. Smoke them if you got them. Good to see you, Mike, out there in the great state of South Carolina. You smell the smoke, yeah. I'm wearing a mask. It always amazes me whenever the smell of pot comes through the mask. And there you go, W2. Good to see you, Johnny Mocha. Good to see you, Johnny Mocha. Welcome. Downtown Connection. A free shuttle bus that takes you from the west side to the east side to the west side. Downtown Connection, those little red buses do a loop down here in Lower Manhattan. Absolutely free ride. I'm gonna have to take that one of these days on live stream. I've been meaning to do that. You have a volcano back for me over by Mother Cabrini. Awesome. I think I'm good, Alex. Thank you. Good to see you, Ivy Lynn. Welcome. We're gonna begin. Here we go. There's Broadway. And here's another Downtown Connection bus going to the west side. The Downtown Connection bus came in the months after September 11th because it was kind of hard to get from east side to west side and vice versa when the World Trade Center site was kind of shut down and being cleaned out. So this was the way to get around, and the Downtown Alliance has decided to keep the bus going. It is a free bus, and you can track the buses on the app, so you know how far a bus is. The buses run once every 15 minutes. Good to see you, Steve. Welcome. Good to see you, Sounds. Welcome. Good to see you, Tom Frank. Out there in Tucson, Arizona. Welcome. It's not windy at all. The wind might be getting into the microphone there, but it's not windy at all. Wind is very light, so it might be a little bit of a misnomer on the microphone right now. As we pass through Bowling Green, still got their Christmas tree up. Let's see if anyone's hanging out around Morris. See if anyone's hanging out with Morris. Here's the New York Wine Exchange, where the Cabillon is high and the Merlot's low. The New York Wine Exchange. Good to see you, Casho 81. Welcome. Doing Broadway tonight. Your tree's still up? Good. Keep your tree up until the end of the month. Well, it looks like we have some friends here around Morris this evening. That's good. I'd never tried Champ's Deli. I have walked past it a gajillion times, Alex. I have never tried Champ's Deli. Down here, the places where I go to on the regular are like I go to, oh man, that pizza place over on Water Street. Good to see you, Lockload. Here, let's do this, Edge. I go to Pranzo. Pranzo Pizza is pretty great. As we got some people here hanging out around Morris. This is great. Morris is not lonely tonight. You got some company. It's almost like normal times. Almost like normal times. Okay, see, they're smart. They're grabbing the bull by the horns. That's the better luck. Don't grab the bull by the Don't grab the bull by the balls. You want to grab the bull by the horns. That's the good luck one. Good to see you there, Gail. Welcome. See, those two tourists were smart. They got 1,000 New York points for grabbing the bull by the horns. Grab the bull by the horns. Watch. As we continue on up Broadway here. The balls is bad luck, John. It's a Korean thing. Yeah, I don't rub the balls for good luck. I grab the horns. But there were a lot of people there, so I didn't want to bother. We grabbed the bull by the horns the other day. And no doubt in the near future, we'll be grabbing the bull by the horns again. That's where I got my tour guide license, 42 Broadway. Right here. Good to see a Blondie. Rocky Mountain oysters. That sounds good. Right, exactly. You just saw me grabbing the bull by the horns the other day. I just see some gift shops open. This one's been consistently open now for the last few months. Definitely are some tourists in town. So 42 Broadway is the DCA, and that's the licensing area. So that's where you get your license to be a construction contractor, tour guide, TLC licenses in there. I have took many pictures with the bull. Oh, okay. There you go, Tom. Hello, Jose from Puerto Rico. Wepa. Meant to ask why is a bull. Well, Lorraine, the bull was created by Arturo de Modica as a gift for the people of the city of New York. 2 days before Christmas break, 1989, the workers of the New York Stock Exchange were going to work, and they noticed this almost 5-ton piece of bronze in front of the stock exchange. Nobody knew where it came from. Nobody knew who made it. And the mayor at the time, Mayor Edward Koch, he had the bull moved to the tow pound lot up on 41st Street. And they were going to melt it for scrap metal. But luckily, the stock exchange workers pulled the money together, and they eventually had the statue placed where it is today. That is where it's supposed to go. Arturo DeMonica then 5 years later comes out of the woodwork and says, yep, I did that. And every New Yorker owns it. And you can buy it with one stipulation. It has to stay right there in Bowling Green. The bull will be moved later on this year. The bull will be moved to hang out with the fearless girl in front of the stock exchange, just down the block from here. Don't know when it's going to move, though. So I'm glad it never melted either. As we're at Wall Street, and this is Trinity Church, one of the oldest buildings here in New York City. Trinity Church, right there. And since we're here, let's say hello to Fearless Girl really quick. Let's go down Broadway. Let's go down Wall Street here. Good to see you, Jay. Welcome. This is the nicest scaffolding in all of New York City. Well, let's say hello to Fearless Girl really quick. See how she's doing. You want to welcome Lorraine. Hey, the lights are pretty. No, not too close to. They're actually going to pose them away from each other, Nibble. So I believe the bull is going to be, well, I'll point it out. It's going to be right here on the corner. And the Fearless Girl is going to stay where she's at. Arturo DeMonica did not like the Fearless Girl. He thought it changed the meaning of his charging bull statue. And the meaning behind his charging bull statue, there is one piece of the original statue that is missing. And that is the bull had a shackle on its rear right hoof. And that shackle was to represent no matter how strong of a bull market you had, you would always be confined to the realities of life. Good to see you, Donna. It's like the bull is going to go like somewhere here from what I see from the renderings. It's going to be here in the corner, and then Fearless Girl is down here. She's down the block. And she got some... Good to see you, Miss Blee. Why is the shackle missing? When they removed the statue originally, they damaged the shackle and the shackle broke off. So all that's left is the piece that actually connects it to the statue. It's like a little like nub. Oh, somebody gave Fearless Girl a hat. Somebody gave Fearless Girl a hat. I love it. How we're doing? I can't pat you in the head, so I'll pat you on the back. I know you were just here, Jim. You inspired me. You inspired me to come out for a long walk, Jim. Here's our beautiful Fearless Girl. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. We're going to be here for a hot minute today. Not cold at all here. No, actually it's not cold. It is in the mid-40s here in New York. And yeah, and the wind is not too bad, so it's pretty nice. Give her a kiss. No, I'm not going to give her a kiss. I'm wearing a mask. Good to see you, Sophia. Welcome. Here's our Federal Hall. And there's good old George Washington, hand outstretched. He needs somebody to hold his hand. Federal Hall. Oh, this building could talk. It kind of does. Let's get back up onto Broadway here. Let's get back up onto Broadway. Like, Statue of Liberty has a hidden shackle too. Yes, she does. Yes, she does, Jacqueline. Yes, not a lot of people know about that, which I'm very happy you know about that, Jacqueline. Not that many people know about that. But it was a similar kind of connotation with the shackle on the bull's hoof. And it's in very few pictures, actually, too. I've literally seen the bull with the shackle in maybe a dozen photos, and that's it. Good to see you, John. Welcome. Gonna make our way up Broadway. Those are some real asshole tourists right there. I don't know if you noticed, one of them said, I want to kill myself. I do give people a weird look when I don't want them to fuck with the camera. So I do make faces sometimes. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Thought the building's lights were broken for a second there. But no, they got some kind of light show here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Good to see you, Norman, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. I know you do that with or without your camera, yeah. As we cross over a very quiet Broadway here. Lots of construction always, Wandy's, New York. Yeah, route tourists, no surprise. I'm not going all the way up to Hamilton Heights. That is too far. Oh wow, Lorraine, you didn't know that either. The shackle on Statue of Liberty is very symbolic. Yeah, pretty cool light show. Good to see you from Long Beach, California. Good to see you, Ian. So much effing scaffolding, it wouldn't be New York. Do I carry pepper spray for protection? Yes, I do, Bonnie. That and a couple of other things. Yeah, maybe it's Morse code for aliens. Good to see you, Root Jong. Welcome. Out there in the Netherlands. We're walking Broadway today. Only as far as, yeah, it might be a message to the aliens and Morse code. You're more than welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me make sure this microphone is out of the wind for everybody. It's on some of the corners here, it does get a little windy. A little bit of a canyon effect. Welcome to Zuccotti Park. We're not going to walk through the World Trade Center today. We're going to stay straight on Broadway. But we will say hello to our good friend Double Check. Let's see if he found that fountain pen yet. Good to see you, Anonymous. Good vibes indeed. Try my best. Crossing over Liberty Street. And cue the tourists who want to play with the statue. Great. Got here just in time. It's nice to see the city alive. Good to see you, AJ. Well, they're helping Double Check find his pen. We'll keep going. We'll just keep going. We said hello to Double Check the other day anyway. And we will probably say hello to him later on this week. It's nice to see Double Check having some company. A little quiet out here tonight. It's actually kind of normal for this time of year, this time of day. I mean, there will be more cars in the street. Yeah, no more Century 21. I have no idea where I'm going to buy my dress shirts now. I have no idea. So, long time ago, what time is it? I have no idea. Long time ago, I don't know if you guys remember, here in New York City, we had a store called Sims, S-Y-M-S. And Sims was where I used to go get dress shirts. I used to go to Sims and Century 21. And then Sims closed. So then I was left with Century 21. And now there's no Century 21. I did have a Whopper with cheese the other day. Yes, I did. As the lights blink. 7:04 here in New York. Thank you so much for the time check. Right, you remember Sims? That was a great store. For educated customers. That's right, Jacqueline. You remember Sims. Guess it's a Walmart now. Yeah, no, we don't have Walmarts here in New York. This wild New York shot right here. This is a very, very New York picture right here with the steam As we look down Broadway, thank you so much for taking your Vitajex, Norman. Very New York shot right there. There is Marshall's. I think there's a Marshall's downtown. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say there is. Across the street, the Fulton Street Transit Center. If there is one good thing that came out of 9/11, we organized all of our subway routes here in downtown. So they created this Fulton Street Transit Center, linking up many, many trains, and more importantly, creating a concourse underneath Fulton Street here. Yeah, Walmart's not allowed here in New York City because of the union thing. Yep, no Wally World. Yeah, Marshall's has been downsizing. The TJ Maxx in my neighborhood closed. But down the block, World Trade Center. There's number 1 World Trade Center. Good to see you, Judith. There's number 1 World Trade Center. As I pan the camera down, you see the Oculus, the wing of an Oculus. And then connecting the Oculus is an underground pedestrian pathway that takes you into Fulton Transit Center. So you can link up with the A, the C, the E, the M, the Z, the R, the W, the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Kind of amazing. Enjoy the 7-Up there, Norm. Yeah, I gotta find a place where I could get like a $400 dress shirt for 20 bucks. That's what I gotta find. St. Paul's Chapel, one of the oldest continuously used buildings here in New York City. This building here dates back to the 1790s, 1797 to be exact. Telco, there you go. Are they still around? Marshalls. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find something. I'll find it eventually. As we continue on up Broadway, gotta cross back over the street here because it's time to talk about City Hall and the Woolworth building. Garage clothing on Stillwell. Check that out. How about Nordstrom's? You know what? I'll have to check that out. I don't really shop Nordstrom's, so I will have to check that out. Good to see you from the Canary Islands. Welcome. From Gran Canaria. Welcome. It's probably beautiful weather over there. There it is. New York City Hall. The oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States, and just behind it, Federal Hall, the federal courthouse. No, sorry, the U.S. courthouse, the gold pyramid, and the municipal building lit up in white. Yeah, shopping hasn't been a priority in this age of the Rona. And of course, here is the Woolworth building, tallest building in the world in 1913. And the only skyscraper in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash. $14.5 million. Good to see a mysterious welcome. So I got the light here. This is a turning light. It's a turning light. This is a turning light. As I impatiently wait to cross the streets. As people, good to see you, Alex. As people across the street attempt to get my attention. Yeah, online shopping's pretty nice, but I really do miss going. I know I'm going to miss going to Century to get dress shirts. Woolworth was a great store. I can actually still smell the interior of Woolworth's. Spectacular buildings need. Yep, $14.5 million in cash, and that's in 1913 money. So that's like $1 billion or over $1 billion in today's money. So, kind of amazing. It is a party out here, unfortunately. Lots of people roaming about, but it seems like nothing to do. So I'm doing my best to keep the camera out of their faces because the show is not about random people in the street. Good to see you, Salma. Good to see you. Bandman's in the house. Good to see you, Bandman. Good to see you, Ken. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I miss JNR Music World too. Miss that place like crazy. Right, the energy was weird, right? That's what I picked up on the subway coming in. I'm kind of like going to Blockbuster. Nice. You still got a Blockbuster? Good to see you, Matthew. Now you're here, man. I've only been on a half hour. Good to see you, Brian. Welcome. Getting some steps in. I had to edit a 3-hour Zoom meeting into about 14 minutes of video. And God, that was annoying. That was so beyond annoying. Editing a corporate Zoom meeting. Good to see you. Annie Cannon from the United Kingdom, welcome. That's right, Ken. Ooh, comments are flying now. Hello from the Adirondacks. Good to see you, Scott. No need to explain anything, Sounds. No need to explain anything. Cross Broadway. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yeah, no more Blockbusters. So one of the last Blockbusters in the United States was near my house. It was in Bensonhurst, 18th Avenue and 72nd Street. Like literally one of the last Blockbusters in the whole country. Kind of amazing. Thank you so much, Sounds. But I said to myself today, I gotta make a video. Yeah, Century 21 shut down. Ken, very sad. Very sad. I think there's still one. There might be one in Alaska. I could see being one Blockbuster video in Alaska. I could see that. Yes, Rick, that's the first 15 minutes of the broadcast, Rick. That's the first 15 minutes of the first 15 minutes of today's meeting was literally, can you hear me and unmute yourself? I know, Ken, I know, it sucks. There's still a Blockbuster in San Francisco. Wow, out of all places, San Francisco. Wow. I'm not sad. No, I'm not sad at all. It's just a lot of work. Blondie with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for buying my subway fare up here, Blondie. Much appreciated. Yeah, and the Zoom meeting was it was like nails to a chalkboard, but I got the job done. You thought there was a last Blockbuster in Washington State? Let's see, there may be a few around in Dimes. Yeah. Yes, in Dimes. This guy is like not driving his car. He was looking at me. Saw there's 2 Blockbusters in Alaska. There you go. Wow. Good to see you, Dave. I didn't know there were any Blockbuster videos left too. Good to see you, Mike, out there in New Mexico. Good to see you, Enrique from Brazil. Boa noite, Brazil. Passing Duane Street. Right by the federal immigration. The immigration office is right here. Probably one of the scariest days of my life, going through the immigration process in this building right here. But we made it. Got a lot of cops around here for some reason. So I want to make sure I stay completely out of their way. We're coming up for you Casey Neistat fans. Coming to the Casey Neistat's office in a few blocks. And see if the lights are on at Casey Neistat's office. Good to see you, CB. Wow, this McDonald's is no longer here. This McDonald's was here forever. That McDonald's was here since the 80s. Or so I remember it. From the 80s. Blockbuster offers sleepovers? What? Blockbuster's doing sleepovers? No McRib today, no McRib. Maybe next week. Sophia, we'll get a McRib. Not cold at all, Stina. Not cold at all. It's actually quite nice, considering it's January. As we continue on here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Blockbuster should just go digital. There's maybe Wawa upstate, but I don't know about here in New York City. Good to see you, high fiver. A lovely evening for a stroll. In 1980s New York was very different than 1990s New York. I mean, than today's New York. You really can't compare the two. They're different. They're different cities. All right. Whenever I come up to Casey Neistat's office, I do get a little sentimental because I kind of miss him not being in New York anymore. No Wawa in New York State. All right, exactly. There's some in Jersey. You ordered 2 McRibs. Nice. Good to see you. Merhaba. Merhaba and salam to all my Muslim viewers. People ordering 2 McRibs. Wow. 2 McRibs. All right. We have made it to Casey Neistat's office. And here's that cool art place. We're going to come back to this place. We're going to come back to this place in April because there is something going on here in April that we're going to check out. And they will let me live stream it. So we will be back. Good to see you there, Debbie. Welcome. No, the lights are on at 368. The lights are on. As there seems to be maybe some fans of KC downstairs. But let's zoom in. The lights are on. The lights are on. What's going on up there? Any drone reviews going on up there? Yeah, it was some kind of pop-up art show that's going to be there for a very long time. Nice. Enjoy the McRibs there, W2. All right. Something's going on up there. He's probably editing a boring video. I know the KFC closed. Oh my God, the KFC. That's like the big news in Bay Ridge that the KFC closed. Yeah, there's paparazzi downstairs. I don't want to. They're waiting for that guy that used to do reviews on that website that I forgot all about. Good to see you there, Cup of Joe, for you. Welcome. They're doing drone reviews up there. They're doing drone reviews up there. As we approach Canal Street. Oh no, I will be back. I will be back in April. I sent some emails out about the event that's going on. Yeah, Casey kind of retired. He moved out to Los Angeles. So, but he's still making videos, kind of. Cup of Joe for you with a $3.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Cup of Joe. What a $3.99. They usually put something cool up on this sign. I guess not today. All right. Now let's see if the crazy market is still assembled here. The last time we walked through Canal Street, it was next to impossible to walk down the street because there were so many vendors. Thank you so much, Cup of Joe. Good to see you, Margie. Welcome. Good to see you, Rich. As we make our way up Broadway, feels like I'm ahead of schedule already. Feels like I'm almost ahead of schedule with the walk. Oh yeah, look at this. They got the bags out. They got a lot of bags out. Big market going on here. Now this is almost like normal times with all the vendors here. This is just like olden times. Sort of new, liking me a lot. Awesome. I've been live streaming for 5 years, or over 5 years. It's kind of amazing. It's just nice having a new batch of people find me. Do they have at Bryant Park? I don't. They have this. They had those holiday vendors. That I know. I don't know about anything else. We will be passing through Union Square and Madison Square Park. Score a Gucci bag for the missus. She will be so upset with me if I bought one of those knockoff bags. My wife will disown me in a heartbeat. And my wife's more into the Kate Spade bags. So it's all about Kate Spade with the wife. They tagged up these buildings. Something crazy over here. Almost not used to it. There's some cool art in there. Got some cool classic shirts here. Ooh, an MC jacket. Yeah, exactly. My wife knows what an authentic Kate Spade bag may look like. So. It's only original stuff for the wife. Sorry, guys. Can't buy knockoffs. And please remember that knockoffs, you are facilitating the slave trade. Human trafficking. A couple of years ago, they did link all those handbag sellers to human trafficking. Pretty scary story. So you don't want to get one of those bags. Good to see you, Robert. Exactly. Exactly, POV. Exactly, Debbie. I'm contractually obligated to treat my wife right. Got hit up by a handbag today, completely did not understand. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what are you telling me here? It's weird getting asked to buy stuff in the street because it's been so many months since we've had to encounter that here in New York. Yeah, Jim went on the ultimate tour today. He did Penn Station and then walked all the way down the west side on an epic photo mission. Yeah, they don't look normal in the mirror now. Good, happy wife, happy life. That's right, Sarge Tech. Welcome. Happy wife, happy life. Ain't that the truth? Good to see you there, Jay. Welcome. Is this like the GAC store? It's the slime store. This is when you know you have too much money to spend. You go into a place like the slime store. 40 years, nice. Good to see you, Jack Lee from Coxwold, England. Welcome. Good to see you, John. Just tuned in from Vegas. Quickly recap what you missed. Well, we've been walking up Broadway. Bring on the beer run. That's when I get home. That's when I get home. I go on the beer run. Yeah, maybe. It might be fun, Mike. Been married 20 years, but feels like 40. For real? See, for me, it feels less, Ken. Good to see you, Tim, out there in the great state of New Jersey. I've been married now, coming up 5 years. And it literally feels like yesterday we got married. Actually, anniversary is coming up in a few days of our marriage ceremony. I appreciate that, Mike. Yeah. Go for a little tour. But I remember when we got married, you know, me and my wife were kind of cheap. So our marriage day was we got married at City Hall and then we went to our favorite Thai restaurant. Yeah, very romantic. Now, my wife cannot come on live stream because too many people want to get too involved with my life. So I've learned that the hard way many years ago when I started live streaming. So I decided to make a clean cut between my public life and my private life. So unfortunately, y'all will never get to see my wife on live stream. A happy anniversary indeed. Thank you so much. Can't believe it's 5 years already. It was right when I started live streaming. Like right before we got married, and good to see you, Dim. Why wanderings? Because I really have nowhere to go. I'm just walking up Broadway. I may turn off Broadway. We really have no particular destination. Been married 25 years. Awesome. Gail Cohen with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Gail, for the $5. Nice. 6 lovely sons. God bless. Holy cow. 6 sons. That house must be fun. Thank you so much, Brenda. But yeah, unfortunately, unless my wife gets a YouTube channel and gets really serious into it. I don't think you'll ever see her on live stream. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marvin. Exactly. You're in Brick City. Close enough? Yeah, you're kind of close. Here come the brides. Here's one of my wife's favorite stores. Sephora. I have been in that Sephora many a times with the wife. Our favorite Thai restaurant's like a block away from here. It's down the block over there. Lots of fun homeschooling. Nice. Good to see a hot candy. Welcome. Ooh. It's a wild intersection out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting that. Another boring walking stream indeed, Roger Rabbit. Another extremely boring walking stream. You know, you don't have to watch. It's not like I'm holding a gun to your head through the power of the internet. You're the one only joking about 2 lines. Thank you so much, Sounds. Oh, did Rabbit X himself out of the room? Oh, the mods were so fast I couldn't even see his bad comment. Good to see you, Dean, out there in Manchester. Poor Rabbit. Aw. Yeah, I know, Marvin. I've seen some of those. The problem is you get distracted, and then what happens is that what I've noticed, anyway, personally, is people want to like talk to the wife and like, what do you do and where do you work and how old are you, and so it becomes like this whole like personal thing. This is great. You're more than welcome, MN. M, welcome. There you go, John. There you go. Silly Rabbit. Trolls are for kids. That's right. People are really creepy. I've had a guy demand. I had a demand to see my wife. It was so creepy. It was like, I watch you, and because I watch you, you have to show us your wife. And I'm like, I don't have to do anything. Oh. It was my origin story. There you go. But I will tell you the story of how we met. I mean, so basically I was leading a bicycle tour to the beach, and it was a fairly large group, and we both have friends in common. And at first she didn't like me because I was really loud and a know-it-all. But then there was a couple on the ride who was kind of all over themselves, and me and my wife are very old-fashioned. We don't like public displays of affection too much, so we kind of started making fun of those two, and that's how we started talking. 5 years later, here we are. So, you're more than welcome, Blondie. But yeah, no PDA. No. We're like a couple from the 1860s. We hold hands. That's about it. and maybe a peck on the cheek. Maybe a peck on the cheek. But that's why I keep my private life private, because people don't know me at boundaries. What I realized, that is a long comment that I can't read. Good to see you. Best of luck indeed. Well, what am I going to do for our anniversary? We're going to go to our favorite Thai restaurant. That's where, that's kind of what we do on our anniversary. We go to our favorite restaurant. Little House on the Prairie indeed. So today we're just going to walk up Broadway. We may turn off Broadway from time to time, but we're just going to go up Broadway up to Columbus Circle. Because I want to get some, 4 miles in. At least 4 miles in. Yeah, Jay, we're old school, Jay. We're like, we do the same thing kind of over and over again. And, simple life, simple life. If you live a simple, humble life, you could then afford the things that are, it's only 4 miles. Awesome. I'm glad you visited New York. You had 145th. I'm not going all the way to 145th. Exactly, Marvin. We keep it young. We keep it fresh. And I think the number one key to our relationship is the fact that we give each other time. So it's like tonight, my wife's friends are over the house. And they may tune in secretly from time to time. Good to see you, John Lahr. They may tune in to watch. They may probably tune in right now. But we give each other lots of space and lots of time. So sometimes I may do a live stream in my neighborhood because my wife just wants to be on the computer and focus on that. And so we give each other space. Crazy Coney Island kid, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, we're getting some miles in today. Yeah, dinner is never bad. Yeah, we do a little walk. We keep it old school. Or maybe a bike ride. We'll do a bike ride around or whatever. But that's my advice for anybody in a serious relationship. It's a little windy. Good to see you, Nancy. That's my advice for anybody in a relationship is give each other space. So I have a Trek and my wife has a vintage Ross. Exactly. Watch some Grey's Anatomy at the villas at Kenny's house and Soda Sopa. It's good life. It's good life. Are we on 4th? We're on 4th. Tower Records, right there. The old Tower Records. If your girl doesn't know that was a Tower Record, she's too young for you. Hells yeah, W2. Hells yeah. Yeah, no, exactly, not in bed. No, we don't give each other space in bed, no. No, Tower Records used to be probably one of the best record stores, music stores in the city. And it was there forever. And yeah, it's pretty nice. But as we continue along up Broadway, we're making our way up north. Eventually we will be in Times Square. Positively 4th Street, great song. Eventually we will be going to Times Square. And we'll walk through Longacre Square. We'll see the scene. And down that direction, Washington Square Park, 4th Street to Columbus Circle. Hells yeah, New York. Yeah, they had 2 locations on Broadway. Yeah, they had there was one on Broadway in the video store over on Lafayette. Just made peanut butter coffee. Nice. But Miss Tower Records, it was a great little store for all those years. And as we come up to an hour on the live stream, approaching Astor Place. Brian Davis with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. We will have many more. I mourn the loss of JNR Music World. Maybe time lapse, maybe. Did he really just rev his engine when I was in front of it? Oy vey. These people are funny. This stream is relaxing. Who do I pick for a Super Bowl? I have no idea who's even playing in the Super Bowl. Those were good times, Tower Records. Indeed. Ooh, Super Burger got outdoor dining. I like this diner. I'm happy to see they have some outdoor dining options. Absolutely. We lost a lot of great stores over the years. So, Astor Place, right up there. I know you took me here. I know, Jim. Last time I ate there was I ate with you. Thank you so much, Nibble. So now this is the spot where they filmed Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is when they catch up to the train that has the bomb on it. And then Bruce Willis jumps down one of these subway grates right here. And then jumps on top of the train and Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yes, B&H still exists. That's where I get all my stuff for the most part. That's where I got my Gimble that I'm using right now from JNR. My Osmo 1 I actually got from Macy's, just so I could say I got a gimbal at Macy's. But now Macy's doesn't sell gimbals anymore. That is the best thing. Yeah, they turned this subway station into the Red Line, into the 2-3. Oh, absolutely, Blondie. Blondie, we will see them again, Blondie. We will see them again. We will go up there. We might do that tomorrow, actually. Go downtown Brooklyn. Watch some Rick Springfield. Nice. Edwin, you're definitely dating yourself, man. Yep, Hendrix, Studio East on East 8th. What was it there? Electric Ladyland Studios. Good to see you, Guy Heyman. Driving those roads of America. Welcome. Rick Springfield. Here's where Broadway makes a little bit of a turn to the left, because this is where Peter Stuyvesant had his little cherry tree farm. And there was a cherry tree that lasted all the way up into the 1820s from that Dutch era. And unfortunately, in the 1820s, there was some kind of a rainstorm, and they lost the tree. But the turn in Broadway is still here today. And I always forget the name of this church. I shouldn't forget the name of this church. But Broadway makes a little jaunt to the left right here, or to the right if you're going with the direction of traffic. I think it's Grace. You know, I'm going to go across the street because I should know. I should have memorized the name of this church, because this church is very important. And no, not the Limelight. The Limelight's over on 6th Avenue and 20-something Street. Okay, what is the name of this church? Is that the Grace Church? Grace Church? Everyone's saying Grace? And everyone is correct. Everyone gets 1,000 internet points for the Grace Church. There it is. Yeah, Grace Church. I always forget the name of this church, but right in this area, actually right here, would have been where the historic tree that that Peter Stuyvesant planted all those years ago. But thank you so much, guys. I always forget the name of this church, so since so many of you guys knew it, I clearly have an intelligent audience here. Clearly this is the adults table. Peace be with you too. And with your spirit. Fillmore East. No, it's not open, High Fiver. A lot of the churches are not open because of the COVID. Now, tragic. This is tragic news. Halloween Adventures is shutting down. This has to be the sad part of our live stream. One of the greatest stores in all of New York is shutting down. After I don't know how many years in business, they are shutting down. Very sad. Very sad. I am going to miss this store. This corner is going to be unrecognizable when this store closes. But another tragic loss of this stupid COVID. Don't forget to shop local, everybody. So sad. I mean, I just love going into this store to wander around, and so but that's like legit. Like, if you're here in New York, by the way, some of the deals that people are getting in Halloween Adventure are ridiculous. So if you get stuck with some Halloween stuff or some costume stuff, do it now. Yeah, read about it on Google News. Yeah, front row for Johnny Winter and MSG. Nice. Nice. But very sad. I actually tried a live stream in there about a year ago, and unfortunately cannot get a good signal inside Halloween Adventure. But I might try again. Here's a store that was saved by the citizens of New York, Strand Bookstore. If I read more, I would go to the store more often. I'm not a very book read person. But another New York institution. Luckily still here. No, we're not in a lockdown, it's more of a stay-at-home order. Good to see you, Jaim. Yep, miles and miles of books indeed. Miles and miles of books. Good to see you, Mark. As we now approach Union Square. Whoa, look at this. I forgot they moved around the corner here. This is Forbidden Planet. Thanks for liking my voice, James. Look at that. Yes. R2-D2. Some cool dragon thingy. Whoa, it's the Bride of Chucky. Whoa, Bride of Chucky. And old school Transformers. Wow. 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 And then, but look at this T2 over here. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Get down. That's cool. That is cool. Well, at least Forbidden Planet's doing good. Oh, how many times we've been here? There we go. I was there last night. We were there the other night. Out in Coney. Yeah, you got the Santa hat still on because, you know, Terminator still represents all good things Christmas. Well, this building has history. Oh, wow. Is this a landmark building here? Wow, because of the limestone carvings. Huh. Interesting. Ciao, Renato. Buongiorno, Italy. Buongiorno, Italy. Your generation of store. That's right. That's right. This is where Forbidden Planet used to be. Here in the corner. Now Zoom is here. Or Zoomez. Whatever the hell it's called. Warriors was a great New York City movie. Absolutely. A great Coney Island movie. A lot of people riding bikes on sidewalks around here, I'm noticing. I turned my head and I'm like, bloody hell, there's bicycles on the sidewalk. Buongiorno, Italy. Buongiorno. There's our beautiful Empire State Building coming into view. As we make our way up Broadway. Coming up here, 14th Street. If you ever heard the term Dead Man's Curb, this is Dead Man's Curb right here. Back in the day, the trolleys used to come south here along Broadway, and you see how the turn of the street here is. And this turn of the street used to, well, for pedestrians anyway, they used to kind of miss time, like kind of, it's like optical illusion. So people thought that the trolleys were further away or moving slower than they actually were. So when they would turn the corner here, this is where they would kill people. So, Dead Man's Curb, right there, Broadway, 14th Street. It's a very calm and clear night indeed. Little windy on some of the corners, but all in all, still pretty nice. So now we are at Union Square. So I impatiently wait for the lights. We're going to continue on up, and I wanted to walk through the park, but I think the park is closed. I think they got the park barricaded off here. So I will stay. We'll walk along Park Avenue for a little bit here before we return onto Broadway at 17th Street. Yeah, that was an unmarked over there. Yeah, we will get a shot at the Flatiron Building, New York. That is on Broadway. So we will see that. That's at 23rd Street. It's the next big intersection street there. Thought the second you thought that the city bus was speeding, yeah. The Darrell broth is bright. Yes, indeed it is. Yep, Pelham 123 coming up right here. Right on the corner here coming up. This is the grate they use to, well, the criminals use the grate to escape from, and then the police climb down the gate. This is where they have the standoff. But the gate that they use, the emergency exit, and it is the exact same spot today because it is an actual subway exit, is coming up right up the block, right here. And let's see if we could find it. Here it is. And of course, it's the one spot. The one spot where it is. There's I think this truck might be on top of it. And I'm talking about the original, not the remake. Yeah, he's on top of the grate. He is parked. Yeah, I could tell because that's the thing right here. He's parked directly on top of the subway exit. So he is parked on top of an emergency subway exit. That's not good. That is not good. He is parked on top of the subway exit. That's not good. God forbid something happens. But anyway, the original, I will watch the original Taking a Pelham 123 anytime. I do not like the remake. Yeah, they don't even bother. No, I'm not going to tell a cop. Because the police should know that that is an escape route already. They should know better. But they're probably out here to shut down a critical mass ride or something like that. And that Andy Warhol statue hasn't been here in a hot minute. I missed the Andy Warhol statue that was here. Yeah, it's free on Prime. Nice. Was Travolta really in the... He was in the remake of Taking of the Pelham 123. That's right. And it's the fat John Travolta. It's the unhealthy, scary-looking John Travolta. All right. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty shot. That is a pretty shot. That's so New York right there. Steam coming out of the street. Police car with its lights. Yeah, there is a police transit police station, correct, under here at 14th Street. That's very New York. Does not get more New York than that. Steam and blinking lights of the police cars. Morning, welcome, Dawn, welcome. And his hair wasn't real, no. As we continue on a very quiet Broadway. It is very quiet here in this Flatiron area here. We are officially now in the Flatiron. A lot of the buildings along this stretch of Broadway are made out of cast iron. So sometimes the building's facade may look like stone, but it's actually cast iron. So if you walk up this street with a magnet, you could find out which buildings are stone and which buildings have an iron front. Good to see you, Lori. Yeah, Walter Matthau. Classic. Walter Matthau, one of my all-time favorite actors. One of my all-time favorite actors. Well, we're in Soho, baby. Good to see you, Seductive. We will be in Times Square momentarily. Pretty busy there at the moment. We're just going to pass by. We're not going to stay in there for too long. But for everyone wondering, we are going to Times Square. It's not cold at all. The Odd Couple, love that show. What was the best part? What's the best part about living in New York? It's your dream. The best part about living in New York, and also the worst, is the people. The people. I'll see you later there, Debbie. The people. The people make New York City. And you will never find these kind of people anywhere else in the world. Good to see you, Jamie. Everyone follow Jamie G Photography. She's a great live streamer here on YouTube. Great photographer. Over on Instagram, give her a follow. Good to see you, Daily Walker. Welcome. Good to see you, Janine. Happy for the live tour. Make me feel like you're there. Awesome. That's my job. Good to see you, Alexander. People are nice. But that's the main thing about New York. The main thing I love about New York is the people. But it's also the problem, because sometimes people suck. So, but of course, good people always outnumber bad people. So, and I do have faith in that. So, as we already are approaching 23rd Street, we are definitely ahead of my walking schedule here, because it's only an hour and 20 minutes in. I was expecting this walk to take 2.5 hours. I feel like I could do the rest of the walk in an hour. Yeah, only a handful. Only a handful. Exactly, just like the Joker. Just like the Joker. Thank you so much, Sarshek. I try to be one of the good people. I understand, first and foremost, that this is a city and we're all living on top of each other, so that's why we got to make it nice. And there you go, W2. Tesla cars everywhere, really? Good to see a Dark Wolf. Normally I see a Tesla down in Dumbo. I know a couple of people own Teslas down in Dumbo, and whenever I take my tours over by Water and Washington Street, every now and then there's a Tesla quietly prowling its way up the block. But this is New York. Top of the food chain, baby. Top of the food chain. You go 5 hours walk to George Washington Bridge? No, thank you. No, thank you. Not going to walk all the way up to 181st Street. That is for sure. Judith is waiting for her apartment on 1st and 23rd Street. That used to be my work route, Judith. I used to work in the Gristedes over there on 1st and, what is that there, 19th or 20th? I used to do surveys in there. Everything's great, Dark Wolf. Yeah, take the A train, yeah. I want to get back to Brooklyn when I'm done. But I used to take the M23 all the time, like 5 days a week. I used to take the M23, do some survey work over in Waterside Plaza. I would hit the Gristedes in there, and then I would hit the Gristedes on 1st Avenue. I think the Gristedes on 1st Avenue is still there. Just got a dog. Awesome. You can drink more torpedoes. There you go. That's why I'm doing this walk right now, so I could have a beer and not feel too bad. Where am I going? Going up to Columbus Circle. Love the dog on a leash. I have no idea who that is, why is it so evil. I have no idea, Stuart. I have no idea. But let's wave hello to Judith over on 1st Avenue. We're coming up to the spot where I'm very quickly in an episode of Cash Cab. 2nd season is on this corner right here. So here we are, 23rd Street. Broadway, where Broadway meets 5th. Hey, Judith. Hey, Judith. The prices, you know what, Judith? We have done surveys on why the prices are so outrageous at Gristedes here in Manhattan. It really makes no sense. They just tack on the price just because they want to tack on the price. Correct, Sarge Tech. We won't be going into Central Park, though. We will not be going into Central Park. But now let's get a look at our beautiful Flatiron building here. Look at the Madison Square Park, home of the first Madison Square Garden. Gristedes is an overpriced supermarket. Gristedes is an overpriced supermarket. I almost walked all over that guy's dog right there. This guy almost got his dog trampled on because he was simply wanting to try to get into the camera. But yeah, Lego store right across the street over there. I've actually live streamed from inside there a few times. And then here is the beautiful Flatiron building. How about Lincoln Center? That is on Broadway. That is on Broadway. We'll see how I feel, Jim. Love the camera quality. It's lit. Thank you so much, Seductive. I'm on an old iPhone here, iPhone 8. I'm just using an iPhone 8. So, nothing special. Yes, Gatsumatitis wants the money. He wants the money. I actually met John Katsimatidis a couple of times. I kind of freaked him out because I called him Johnny Cats. I go, yo, Johnny Cats! And he looks at me like I have like 3 heads. Used to take the command bus from Manhattan to Canarsie. Nice. That's why you say the heck out of that. That's right, Judith. Yep, right next to Italy. Italy. This is a toy building right here. And Italy is in there. How much walking do I do a day? About 4 to 5 miles a day. Not here, all on YouTube. Oh, awesome cash show. Graciti's and Food Emporium have the worst prices. I don't understand their price structure at all. And oh, and Morton Williams too. That's another one. Morton Williams is horrible. I never understood their prices. Yes, got to Mercedes City Pot Town. Yes, it is. There's people all around me smoking weed. It's weird. It's so weird. There's a whole gaggle of people that just passed me on two sides, and everyone was smoking joints. What the hell's going on here in Manhattan? Is this officially the autonomous zone where there's no laws? I have been to Trader Joe's. Yes, the wife likes to go to Trader Joe's up on Atlantic in Brooklyn, up on Atlantic Avenue. She hits it up all the time. She likes her Trader Joe's. She prefers Trader Joe over the other one. What's the name of it? The Whole Foods. Saturday night party time indeed. It's medicinal. That's right. It's medicinal. A lot of medicinal weed going around here on 23rd Street. As we continue on up Broadway. Love Trader Joe's. Yeah, it's the best exercise. Exactly. Weed smokers are clued in, indeed. Yes, indeed. New Amsterdam, indeed. Never been to a Trader Joe's? Have close to one in Artesia. I will drive there in the truck sim. Good to see you, Durr. Welcome. It's all medicinal, that's right. Whoa, comments flying fast now. Comments flying fast. Any recommendations for coffee? I'm not really a big coffee connoisseur. I just kind of go to the first Dunkin' Donuts I see and hit it up. So, good to see you, Stephanie. Ooh, smoking Northern Lights. Nice. You almost moved to New Mexico. Nice. Stumptown. Yeah, that's a good coffee company, Stumptown. Stumptown is pretty good. Good to see you, Owen. Welcome. As we have crowds of people here in the street, it sounds like. Some very elaborate outdoor dining here. Wow. Does Uber eat? I don't know if they deliver edibles. Not in this state. I'm pretty sure not in this state. Wow, hearing those crowds of people eating almost feels normal. It almost feels normal. Wow. Hearing the throngs of people out here is amazing. I am not used to this. Got a stretch limo here? Must be Burt Reynolds. Wow. Well, it looks like they're doing good business. Yeah, welcome to Weed Hatton, indeed. Ooh, these heaters feel good. These heaters feel really good. Wow. It's almost like normal times. Wow. It's almost like normal times. Yeah, a lot of the limos. That's you? Pick me up. Let's go to the World's Fair. Let's go to the World's Fair. Let's take the limo to the World's Fair and pretend we're Robert Moses. Good to see a Young Savage. Good to see a Dean Blackfire. Welcome. Yeah, Burt Reynolds arrived in a hearse. Yeah, God forbid. Mayhill is pretty too. Yeah. No, we don't play around with outdoor dining. No, we do not. Lorenzo, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Sounds like a plan, right? Let's go to the World's Fair. So Broadway was closed for a few blocks here. It looks like from now on at 28th Street, Broadway is reopened to traffic. Smith is always crowded, yes. Yeah, very little space to walk on the sidewalk here. Trying to do my best to stay socially distanced from people. Got my mask on, but I still want to give at least a few feet of space between me and other humans. So, as we continue on. Oh boy. Did they really just stop a car? And I don't want to put the camera over onto them because they're acting very weird. They do have electric charging stations here, but not a lot. Just a handful of them. I believe most of the electric charging stations are in airports. Here we go. Let me keep moving. These guys stopped the car. Let's see, where are they? There's something going on over here. I'm going to just try to stay as far away from it as possible here, folks. Yeah, I'm being very careful here. Keep moving. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking, guys. He's not, by the way, he's not addressing me. He's addressing somebody else. What the fuck was that? The fuck was... You know, this area here between 23rd and 34th has always been just so fucking shady over here. It's always been shady. It's always been shady over here. Always. Like by the fabric distributors here, and we're gonna keep moving. Run, Forrest, run. Stuart Carey with a £5 super chat. I will stay safe, man. Don't worry, I'm old school Brooklyn here, so I'm keeping everyone in eye shot here. It's like the good old days, exactly. I know, where are the Ninja Turtles when you need them? They're eating too much pizza. Good to see you, respect the face. Welcome. Seems like everyone in the general vicinity seems to be a bit leery-eyed of this one person who I think has turned the corner. Yes, he has. He needs some purple kush to enlighten his life. 31st Street. 31st Street. As we walk up, make our way up to Times Square, Longacre Square. The crazies are officially far away from me now. Yes, I think there is a methadone clinic around here. Good to see you from France. Bienvenue, France. Call the Blue Bloods. I got to call up Police Commissioner Reagan. That's right. No, Rick, I got to keep quiet, Rick. It's one of those situations where you have to just stay quiet and not bring attention to yourself. Call the guardian angels. They don't do anything, those guys. Those guys just give people dirty looks and that's it. They're hangries. Yeah, they're really hangry. All right. Entering Herald Square. We're about to pass Macy's and this wacky pedestrian blocks. Here's the old Gimble's location right there. Then later on it turned into A&S Plaza, and now is the Manhattan Mall, which is failing. And we're now in the pedestrian plaza here. And there seems to be a lot of people out here, yeah. I'm getting kind of nervous about the petri dish that is Times Square. Are you talking to me? Ah, don't you miss Gimble's? Merhaba from Turkey, merhaba. Once we get around the corner here, we're going to have a great view of the Empire State Building. Once we get in front of Macy's. They say the lights are bright on Broadway. Down the block towards the new Penn Station. Not going to Penn Station today because evidently there's a bad cell phone signal around there. I want to thank everyone who has live streamed from Penn Station over the last week and a half. You have shown me where all the cell phone dead spots are. Yeah, was it a zoo? We'll find out. We'll find out when we get there. Doing great, Owen. Doing great. So, Times Square, just up ahead there, off in the distance. The building with the blue tower, that is the Bank of America Tower. Yeah, it's really active here. We're just going to walk through Times Square. I'm not going to stop too much. Just going to keep it moving. Just going to keep it moving. Did Gimble's? No, Gimble's used to never sell Gimble's, but I bought my first Gimble I bought at Macy's. No, I'm not going to throw a hot dog at people. You could do that, Jer. You could do that. Where are we going? We're going up to Columbus Circle. I want to walk 4 miles. Don't say that. Freedom matters. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. That's why he doesn't get sick. Okay. No slander, please. Let's go to Corvettes. Let's go to Corvettes. Let's go to Corvettes. Let's go to Bohawks. Let's go to Alexander's. Let's go to Mays. Let's go to Ames. Let's go to all the stores that don't exist anymore, folks. Let's go to Nobody Beats the Wiz. Let's go to Montgomery Ward. Let's go to Circuit City. I don't know what's up with throwing hot dogs. I don't know. It's a great way to waste money, I guess. I don't know. Pay $5 to throw a hot dog. "34th Street. 34th Street. That's where the whole Macy's Thanksgiving Day Spectacular happened this year. Woolworths, baby, Woolworths. Let's take a look at it. There it is. Empire State Building. Radio Shack, baby, Radio Shack. Now you're talking. There's our Empire State Building right there. We're not going to go into Macy's, but good to see you, Clarabelle. And our holiday windows are no more. I really wanted to stand in front of these windows one more time and hear that music and make the music make me cry. Really wanted to do that. Hey, Pier 1 Imports. This place got everything. Whenever I hear Pier 1 Imports, I think of the car chase scene in Blues Brothers. You miss Christmas? Well, you gotta wait 300 some odd days. It'll come back. And personally, I do not like the Impractical Jokers. I am not a fan of them. Only because I know of a couple of the pranks they did nearly killed people because they had heart attacks. And I think people in their 50s shouldn't be doing pranks anyway. They're out of business, Pier 1. Wow. Pier 1 Imports is out of business? That's wild. So coming up in a block or two is going to be an art piece that I live streamed 3 years ago. Coming up is an art piece called Prismatica. And Prismatica was first installed downtown by Water Street 3 years ago. So I have played with these things already on live stream, but they have evidently returned to here on Broadway. Jerky Boys, there we go. Stop that. Who remembers that from the Jerky Boys? That's like really dating myself there. Stop that. Yeah, rest in peace, Pier 1 Imports. Yeah, please don't mention other live streamers, please. I don't go into other people's live streams and mention myself. Yeah, I will spend the Miss Prismatica, Sophia. When the Prismatica was downtown, I remember where they placed them was like a little wind vortex by the buildings. So some of them spun by themselves, which was really funny. But off in the distance, you see the bright lights of Times Square. The lull before the Petri dish, indeed. Totally the lull before the Petri dish. Totally. I think the first part of the Petri dish is going to be the art exhibit. And then we'll go head on into the Petri dish that is Times Square. Good to see you, Shields. And then we will say, get ready because we will go in front of the Times Square Earth camera. The proper Times Square Earth camera. So earthcam.com/New York/Times Square/street cam. We're going to be on the street cam. Times Square. Ha! It's for tourists. Just like Simon said. And I apparently made people laugh. Good to see you, Mr. Fox. I can see the prisms spinning off in the distance as I get closer to them. All right, no excuses. Made those ladies laugh by looking like a crazy person with a phone on a gimbal. Because that's how I always do it. Good to see you, Meryl. And here is our reinstalled Prismatica. And I'm wondering if these are the same ones they had downtown all those years ago. I bet you they are. Yep, they are. They're the exact same ones from Lower Manhattan. These are the exact same ones from Lower Manhattan. These are the exact same ones. Good to see you from Montreal, Greg. The exact same ones from Lower Manhattan 3 years ago. If the wind gets strong, these will spin by themselves. Well, 3 years later, live streaming the same stuff. They do this. They do this. You're getting dizzy? Good. My job is done. All right. Thank you, Prismatica, for the wacky spinning colors here on Broadway. Very hypnotic, very cool, and definitely a hit with the people here in Times Square. All right, let's do it. Let's go into Times Square. Times Square, originally called Long Acre Square, before the New York Times moved uptown here. This is where all the horse stables used to be. No music, no music. But let's see. Let's see what it's like. And I can already tell there's lots of people out here. The literal and figuratively massive petri dish that is Times Square. Welcome, AN. We're going in. We're going in. Yes, freedom matters. The Dutch came here in 1624. And then by 1664, that's when the British take over New Amsterdam, and then thus it becomes New York. Please understand that I am a New York City tour guide, so I know lots of useless facts. But this is how far the city comes up in 1850. It's right around 42nd Street. So construction of Central Park begins in 1855. So this last little bit of distance between 42nd Street and 59th Street, there was literally nothing. Just a couple of dirt roads. So when Central Park opens up in 1858, it is literatively and figuratively up in the boondocks. You will love the facts. Awesome. A baguette does sound good. Times Square, the un-New York. That's right. Kind of agree with that statement. Love the Hard Rock Cafe. Big shout out to the Colbert Show for making fun of Coney Island on yesterday's show. That's like a classic 80s, 90s song right there. Wow, that's bringing back memories. 42nd Street, folks. Yeah, no billboards on one Times Square, it looks like here. They're changing out the advertising. It's not really a square, it's more of like a triangle. Hotels are kind of back open. They're not open to 100%. All right. Wow, it's a lot of people out here. A lot of people out here. Wow. Seems to be a virtual hotbed of activity here. Yep, Long Acre Square before the Times moves up here. That's Felmo with an F. That's Tickle Me Felmo, Bicky and Guinea Mouse. The Falafel Monster, not the Cookie Monster, the Falafel Monster. And as we meander through the craziness. Well, that would have been cool. He almost landed it. I know, I'm moving, John. John, I'm moving, man. John, I'm moving. It's an incubator. Yes, it is. This is where all the tourists are spreading their diseases. So I gotta keep moving and keep my mask on tight. Where's our prerequisite Lamborghini? There's always a Lamborghini on this block every time I come around here. I guess not today. Okay, I guess it's... Oh, yeah, the driver's on he's posting onto Instagram or something like that, so everyone just decided to cross the street. That's kind of fun. Yeah, no more peep shows. Giuliani got rid of a lot of peep shows back in the late 90s. That was a big deal back then. the Disneyfication of Times Square began. Like, here's a great example of Disney right here. ABC Studios. The Good Morning America studio there. A big outlet of Disney here in New York. And that's where I used to work. 1515 Broadway. The home of Viacom, MTV. Kind of amazing. I got fired right there in the glass studio where they used to film Total Request Slower, MTV Live. Any of you see any Times Square jumpers? We might, but I don't stop to see them. I've seen that show about 485,000 times. Flashdance is still there across the street from Colbert. I will Safari dolls. Sapphire dolls. And if I see anyone doing the jumping routine, I usually check out the ones downtown, not the ones up here in Times Square. You worked at 1633 Broadway, nice. Why did they fire me there? I put too much sugar in Kennedy's coffee. And I worked with Carson Daly. I worked on the pilot of MTV of Total Request Live. It was called MTV Live for like a month, and that's the production I worked on. And if you ever remember the show Idiot Savants, the first 5 episodes, I worked on that show. Your friend Mark Goodman, awesome. So now we're going to go down to the Earth camera, just about a block or two away from the Earth camera. And there's a lot of freaking people out here. I am so ready to get out of here. It's like literally the only thing to do is to come here to Times Square. Lori, it was an early shoot. It was 6 o'clock in the morning and people were cranky. No, Carson Daly did not give me my start. No, he did not. Okay, so here are the jumpers. Does the Marriott Marquis have free cookies? I don't think so. The life, the life. Hello from Norway. Oh, the life here in Times Square. The life. Showtime, baby, showtime. Here's the quiet streets of Broadway here, off Broadway. All right. Now get ready for the Earth cam. Earth camera's coming up. Oh, these guys are already dancing. Featuring their Me Too, Blondie. Me too. That's why I'm keeping moving. Oh no, is our Earth camera blocked? Our Earth camera is blocked. Oh no. So our Earth camera would be right here, but it is blocked. So no street cam shot. Oh well. Let's keep moving. Let me just feel the COVID. Let's get a quick shot of the Times Square Ball. And of course our numbers, 2021. There they are. And the red steps are closed. The red steps are closed. There is nobody on the red steps, so we are not going to go by the red steps because that puts me deeper into the crowd. So I'm going to stay out of the crowd if I can. As people attempt to get my attention here, so I'm just going to keep moving. Definitely got to keep moving now, because I don't know what's up with people. Just got to keep moving here. All right. I will be safe. Yeah, no, there's somebody trying to grab my attention when I put the camera over by the red steps. So just keep moving. Hey, don't you love the trucks? Me too. That's why I play Truck Simulator. Looks like Times Square definitely back to normal. As normal could be in these wacky pandemic times. Krispy Kreme looks like they're open. Yeah, we didn't see Naked Cowboy. Naked Cowboy comes out earlier in the day. So, Naked Cowboy tends to be an earlier in the day kind of guy. Yeah, well, I was here, High Five. I was live streaming here for 4 hours when Biden was confirmed. So, yeah, Krispy Kreme is okay. I gotta really be in the mood for Krispy Kreme. And then, of course, the failed Grand Ole Opry Theater, which only lasted for barely a year. This had so much potential, and then it closed. And then here, where the Sbarro is, this is going to be like a David Copperfield magic kind of theater. That didn't work out. And then, of course, over here, probably one of the most famous buildings here in the neighborhood, the Brill Building. So much great music has been made here in the Brill Building. My favorite movie that takes place here in the Brill Building is a lovely documentary called The Scorsese Machine. And you basically you get to see the day-and-day happenings at Martin Scorsese's office that was here in the Brill Building. Good to see you, Alex from Brazil. And we're just gonna keep on trucking. Yep, Carole King, Neo Sedaka. I think the Olive Garden was closed. No indoor dining. But so much great music has been made there. David Blaine did a few stunts around here. I remember in Times Square, he put himself in a big block of ice. And he was there inside the ice for, I think it was 3 days. Or a long weekend. You're having Italian sausage and fettuccine. Nice. Carole King is over, okay. Or it's over, right, that's right. One of her songs. The old Paramount Plaza, where Paramount has their New York offices. I don't know how he went to the restroom. That was the thing. I don't know how he managed to do all that. But he never left the block of ice. Right, you remember that? That was a big thing. That was a big deal. David Blaine's encasing himself in ice. Oh my God. All that walking makes you hungry. It was actual ice. They put him in ice. Do I know where the David Letterman studio was? We're about to pass it. We're a couple of blocks away from there. We're about to pass the old Letterman studio, the old Colbert studio, the old Ed Sullivan studio, the old Honeymooners studio, the old Dick Cavett studio, CBS studio number 52. Stardust is open. Wow. They're singing waitresses of Stardust. Wow. They're not open right now, but they look like they're open for operations. Yeah, Hugh Jackman show right back behind me, The Music Man. A show that I want to go see. Right, the good old days, right? Good to see you, Gorgon. Welcome. It's too good, this place. It's Midtown. West 7th, 6th Avenue. No, we're on Broadway and 52nd. CBS this morning is done over on 57th Street from the CBS Television Center over by 9th Avenue. Here's the Sapphire Dolls. Amazingly enough, still here. And then a show I was going to see, West Side Story. Carnegie Deli has closed. I don't know how many years ago now. Carnegie Deli closed. Oh, I'm near your place. Awesome. And here is the old Ed Sullivan Theater. CBS Studio number 52. Letterman filmed here. Of course, all of the Ed Sullivan shows filmed here. Oh, you know, Times Square is very crowded. We just walked through Times Square. At one point, this theater was cut in half and turned into two different TV studios, and Dick Cavett used one of them when he had his show. And I'm going to have to go to the Time Warner Center to use the restroom before I hop on that train. Because we passed by the old bad boy. The old bad boy. Worldwide offices right here. Do I remember WCBS Radio and Harry Harrison? Of course I remember Harry Harrison. Of course I remember Harry Harrison. Good night from Brazil. We are now north of Times Square. Good to see you, Cat. Already coming to an end with our little walk here. Already coming to an end. Wow. I cannot believe I did this walking this fast. Good to see you, Sandy. I am motoring. Gotta kind of go to the bathroom. So, gotta get to that Time Warner Center. Gotta get to that Time Warner Center. And go to that restroom, because, yeah. And I think we'll end it right in front of the Time Warner Center. Hopefully they're still open. If not, I'll be having to do something illegal in Central Park. No sim truck tonight. No. No sim truck tonight. Yeah, it's only illegal if I get caught. Exactly. Exactly. Whoa. Oh, I gotta really use the bathroom. Oh my God. It's getting so critical. I'm gonna have to end this live stream very soon. Because I'm gonna have to run somewhere. I'm gonna have to run somewhere here. But we made it. We made it to Columbus Circle. I feel like it's a mission now to actually get to Columbus Circle here. Have to learn to breathe. Have to learn to breathe right now as I get off Broadway here for just a block. You're more than welcome, guys. And I'm quickly, all right, I see my destination. And this is good because this light's gonna turn here. Yeah, no, when it gets cold like this, I could time myself out for about 4 hours. And then after that, it's like my bladder's like, okay, we gotta release like the 2 ounces of liquid we have. It's just one of those things that when you live stream, you gotta kinda, yeah, I'm totally doing the PP dance. It's one of those things when you live stream that you always gotta kinda keep cognizant of. That's why I'm kind of walking kind of fast. So I just want to get to the Time Warner Center. You're more than welcome, W2. It was definitely a lot of fun doing this 4-mile walk with everyone. Just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe, and I'll be fine. I just want to get that shot of Columbus Circle and then call it. It's becoming like a yeah, don't think of Niagara Falls now. Now I'm thinking of the Arizona desert right now. It did go by. That 2 hours and 10 minutes went by very quickly. Went by very, very quickly. Yeah, there are restrooms nearby inside the Time Warner Center. Hopefully it's open. Don't know if it's open. I'm gonna find out in a few minutes. Oh my God, there it is! Columbus Circle. Holy shiza. We've made it. And the bull stayed up late with me. It was a beautiful thing. But we, ladies and gentlemen, have walked 4-point-something miles. I forgot the exact mileage. I think it's 4.3 miles we walked from Lower Manhattan, Battery Park, to right here, Columbus Circle. Holy cow. We've made it to the promised land indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. It was certainly a lot of fun taking you guys around the streets of New York City. But I have no idea how many steps. But from Columbus Circle, here in Midtown Manhattan, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones. I want you to cherish the moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. Oh, they still look open. I'll see you guys soon, folks. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great night. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Nighty-night, guys. As somebody's playing Too Legit to Quit over there? Bloody hell. All right, guys. See you later.